Cocobeed, Saucy Ear Juice, where we bring all the juicy sauce to your ears. This podcast is about getting the body in an alkali state. For whatever reason, many people feel that the body will function at its optimum if it is in a state of sufficient alkalinity. This is true to some extent, but be very careful of any articles or write-ups that promise you the alleviating of chronic symptoms through having the body's pH balance in a state of alkalinity. Are you experiencing any of these symptoms? Headaches, nausea, fatigue, brittle nails and hair, heavy breathing, gaining weight, digestive issues, acne, infections, allergies, candida, and the list goes on. Most of us are going to say yes to at least 3 of these. So what role does alkalinity play in alleviating the symptoms? Which part of your body should you alkalize? Surely not the stomach. The stomach needs to be between acidic pH 2 and 5. This level of acidic pH allows the body to absorb more iron from the foods we eat, not the intestines. The acidity in the small and large intestines is maintained by its acidic environment that actually prevents the overgrowth of pathogenic disease-causing organisms. And no way, not the vagina. An acidic pH of 4.5 is so significant that should this area move into an alkaline pH level, the fungus that causes thrush becomes more virulent and dangerous. We need to maintain a pH balance of 7.35 and 7.45 in order for life-sustaining chemical reactions in the blood that deploy numerous buffering mechanisms to work efficiently. Should your blood become too acidic or too alkaline, you would die almost instantaneously. Death is imminent. So therefore, we have to try to make sure that our bodies are at a balanced pH level or just a little bit over or a little bit under, really slightly under or over. Okay, then why an alkaline diet? An alkaline diet will aid in alkalizing your blood, thereby taking a load off of all the buffering mechanisms such as blood proteins, phosphate, bicarbonate, and the lungs and kidneys, which would have to work harder if you had a diet high in acidic food.
If your body's pH is highly acidic most of the time, you can increase your risk for a variety of diseases. A pH balance of 0 to 6 is acid. A pH balance of 7 is neutral. And a pH balance of 8 to 14 is alkaline. If you have been eating a lot of acidic foods, you can adjust the balance by learning how to correct high acid pH with high alkaline foods. Monitor your stress level. If you have made dietary changes and included less acidic foods in your diet and still notice a high acid pH balance, stress could be the culprit. Utilize stress reduction techniques to help reduce acidity. Change your diet. Acidic foods may include meat, animal protein, dairy, white rice, wheat, and white flour, including pasta. Amaranth, millet, and quinoa are good grains. All meats are acidic, though beef, pork, and shellfish are the worst. Soy milk is alkaline, green tea and tisanes are alkaline, but black tea and alcohol are acidic. Raw spinach is great, but cooked spinach not so much, though it's not the worst. Check your medications, as certain medications can cause your pH balance.
What are the good foods to gain optimal pH balance? 1. Alkaline water. This has a pH balance of 8 and can be found in health food stores. 2. Greens and sprouts. Using a juice extractor is one of the best ways to get your full potential of alkalinity from your greens. 3. Baking soda and water, especially useful for acid reflux. Drink it first thing in the morning for best results. 1 teaspoon of baking soda in a cup of water, that's all. That's all you need. Aloe vera juice. This is also great first thing in the morning, and you can grow your own aloe plant easily. Lemon lime water. Sprinkle a bit of lemon or lime in your water occasionally. Although lemons are acidic, upon entering the body, they become alkaline. 6. Foods rich in chlorophyll, such as spirulina, chlorella, and wheatgrass, are great in balancing pH to increase bone mass. 7. Coconuts. One of the world's most underrated power foods. There is coconut juice, coconut oil, coconut milk, coconut meat. And when we say meat, that means the substance that's found inside of the coconut. Sometimes it's in a jelly-like form, or sometimes it's more hardened. And this is actually what makes the coconut juice and the coconut oil. It's a great source of energy, improves digestion, and supports good bowel function. Alleviating all the symptoms mentioned before: constipation, confusion, salt cravings, rapid, shallow breath, frequent urination, swelling, brain fog, poor sleep, tremors, acne. Someone who doesn't have these things anymore because of the alkaline diet will be experiencing life in a tremendously different way than someone who has these symptoms. And anybody who has had to get up on a daily basis, experiencing maybe all of these symptoms in one day, or sometimes you're experiencing 2 of these symptoms in one day, or sometimes you're experiencing 5 of these symptoms. Whatever the case is, it's never good to be constipated. We always want to be able to go to the bathroom on a regular basis. We never want to have our urine be a clock for us. We want to be able to control when we go to the toilet to urinate. We don't want to have the urination telling us, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta pee, I gotta pee, I gotta pee. It's annoying to people around you, and it's also annoying to yourself. Poor sleep. Everyone knows that you need to get sufficient sleep in the night in order for you to wake up in the morning well rested, well relaxed, and ultimately bouncy for the start of your day, for the continuation of your day. And nobody likes when their brain is just in a constant fog where they're unable to think clearly. They don't remember things. You forget your car keys. You forget your everything. It's an impossible way to function as a human being in modern society. Ideally, a person should have only 20% of the foods in their diet be acidic. And you really don't have to watch the numbers. If you are sticking to a diet that's primarily healthy, you really don't have to think about that 20%. However, if you're eating the foods that were mentioned previously, pizzas, red meats, any kind of fast food that you can really think of, fried foods. A lot of us are victims to frying because frying is an easy way to cook your food. It's very fast. It's very efficient in terms of having the food well done. So we tend to, rely on frying foods. But the reality of it is fried foods are very acidic. And therefore, the only way for us to actually lessen the acidity in our diet is to not necessarily eliminate these foods, but to lessen the intake of these foods. So please remember that when you have a diet high in fruits, vegetables, and also beans, lentils, you are promoting a diet that has low acidity and thereby sparing yourself of all of those complications that come along with a high acid diet, which again are constipation, confusion, salt cravings, rapid shallow breath, frequent urination, swelling, brain fog, poor sleep, tremors, acne, and the list goes on. Please remember to exercise while increasing your diet with alkaline foods, as exercise is a major reliever of stress. Being stressed out can lead to the digestive system shutting down and the buildup of toxic acids. Toxic acids will be stored in your fat cells, which will lead to you experiencing symptoms mentioned previously. Make your daily life easier. I'm your girl, Cocobeed.